found in the shade on the ground, far from all worries and troubling sound. When I go there to be by myself, only me. No one can guess what I came there to see. There's a sun in the sky, there's a cloud drifting by. All kinds of birds make you wish you could fly. And in the distance I see someone waving at me. I hope that it's you, but who else could it be? I guess it would be nice to belong in your own. So I've been doing a lot of demos. Well, let me swing that around. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of demos. And what I'm going to be doing today is a few things. One, this is going to be kind of a longer demo. And I'm going to be going and tapping a few trees. And then on top of that, I'm going to be showing you how, if you're out in the field, there's always garbage everywhere. You can find water jugs everywhere. And I'm going to show, 2-liter bottles that you can turn into a way to clean your water. So I'm going to show you that as well. We're going to be doing some demos on the fire table. We're going to be doing some demos out here in my home, in my forest that I love so much. And so we're going to head out right now. We're going to start gathering some things for our water filtration. And we're also going to tap a tree while we're out there. And we're going to leave it tapped overnight. And then I'll come back and show you what the results are. You can use a lot of different types of trees to tap trees. Maple, birch, pine if necessary, but maple and birch are probably the best ones and the quickest ones. Within a couple of hours, you'll have water. So in a serious survival situation where you don't have anything, you might not even have your get home bag, or you might not have water, or you might run out of water. Learning to tap a tree is a great way to have a water resource, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. There's a couple different ways you can do it, but because I'm going to be tapping some trees and leaving them for a while, I use these plastic straws and tap it and then run it right into my container, and I'll leave it usually for 24 hours. You want to use that water right away. You don't want to wait forever. And you definitely still want to boil it. But if there was no water anywhere to be found, remember, God gives us the nature and the natural ways to find things. So let's get out to the forest. And while we're out there, I think I'm going to have a cup of coffee. So I'll see you all in a little bit. All right, let's go, Mag. We're going down here to my spot, down at the edge of the forest. I'm going to be tapping a tree. I'm going to be looking for maple, birch trees, which you can see by the leaves. We have plenty of maple, we have plenty of birch, so it's not really going to be hard to do. But I have a little setting spot down here. This is down past our cabin, right at the edge of the forest. Probably one of my favorite hangout spots. Y'all came here with me a few times. Pretty rocky. Good spot to come hang out. And the other good thing about it is I'm going to make this water filter while we're sitting here. And so it'll be easy peasy. I wonder if my pillow's even good anymore. I had me another spot, but the animals kind of took it over. So we'll see. So not everybody, is totally physically fit. And that's just a matter of life. I have a torn meniscus, and sometimes it gives me hell and sometimes it don't. Lately, it's been on one. It really has been on one. But so I brought some things with me, and honestly, is going to be really easy to make a water filter out here because, as you can see everywhere down here on the ground, there's a lot. And I didn't bring a gun with me, but and you have to excuse my eye. I did get epoxy in it. My eye's swollen a little bit. Yeah, that's what I get. That's what I get. But I didn't really bring a lot of things with me down here because it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Main thing I brought a good knife. It's actually a dual set of knives. I brought that because I'll need it to tap trees. And when I'm talking about tapping a tree, basically, you're going to use the resources around you to tap a tree so that you have water. And in a bad situation, oh, I know what I'm going to do right now, though. I need a cup of coffee. Hang out down here for a little while. And I need coffee, and I'll make the coffee filter and talk to y'all a little while. But easy peasy, I got this. I usually have that with me all the time. And I made me a little bag, 2 bags, because I'm going to use these 2 bags to get other things. I hope the bugs aren't bad down here. I like to be getting bit up and stuff. Anyway, this is emergency drinking water. I'm going to use it. And then I just brought me a little thing of coffee. And I'm going to use these bags to get what I need to get. And the cool thing, you know, really light, portable, easy peasy, easy. So you want to, whatever you're cooking with, that's one thing you want to do is you want to pull it up. You want to make sure that this is going to, whatever utensil you're using, if you're using a pan, it's easy. It'll set right across the top of there, no problem. But for example, I'm going to be using this cup and I don't want it to set right on the fire. Each one of these little fuel tabs will heat up a cup of coffee in a heartbeat. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes to get it to boiling. I got a few extra in there. I use everything really compact because when you're traveling or if you're camping or what, you want to get his stuff as small as possible. So I got 3 of those in there. I'm going to take 2 of them out, and I'm going to need to arrange my cup a little bit to make sure that it'll fit on here. Uh-oh, I see one of my cats. We'll see if he comes down. So I'm going to make my coffee first and have a cup of coffee. Tommy, that's hot. And I guess the cat followed me. You're okay. Once you get those fuel tabs going, they will stay going pretty good. It only takes about 3 minutes to get a cup of coffee boiling. And no, I don't have a spoon. I don't have none of that with me today. Me and the cat hanging down here. What you doing, Tom Diddle? Go ahead and give me a little cream and sugar in it. Yeah, should have brought me more, but it's all right. A little something to wet my whistle. That's cool. There we go. It's like a half a cup of coffee. Oh well. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm going to be using the straw to tap a tree. Birch or maple? Birch or maple. Oh, look at this, y'all. Look at here. You see him? There he is. Why do I get cats that act like they're dogs? Tell me why. Yeah, he's just hanging out. Me and him are just chilling out here at the edge of the forest, huh, buddy? He's as bad as Willow used to be. Yeah, this is your home, huh? Yeah. Yep. Oh, my. Whoa, dude. Coffee's almost done. Yeah. He's huge, guys. Gals. Look at that. He loves it. Ain't nothing like it, huh, Tommy? Nothing like the forest, huh, buddy? Oh, that's why you got ticks all over you. It's almost coffee time. Almost coffee time. That's what I'm talking about. Coffee. Coffee. Oh, yeah. It's almost ready. I want to show you how good these little fuel taps get going. You see it? But look at this. See it? It really gets going. And look at that. My coffee's almost boiling. That'll be yummy. I'm having coffee in the forest with you, Tom. Oh, man, we hanging out. We're hanging out. One of those fuel tabs, they'll burn for about 13. Like this, it's easy, it's compact, it's small. Yes, I make bonfires. Yes, I make campfires. But if you're on the move and you need to boil your water, this comes in really handy because it's quick and easy. And that always helps. So I've already done a few things. And one is, everywhere you look, and this is for the water filter. We're going to be taking it back up to the house and building the water filter up there. But sand, you can, just dig it up. Use your knife, dig it. It's not a big deal. Get you some sand. For this bottle, because this is what we're going to be making our filter in, a lot of people do it a lot of different ways. I like to puncture holes here. And the reason being is some people try to find a rock to place in there to use as your final filtration step. But this is the thing. I got rocks everywhere, right? But to find one that's actually going to fit in the end of there and stay. Now, see, that one might actually. Nope. That one will be too big. No, that one would work. That would work. Oh, am I lucky or what? I just picked that up off the ground and found that one. But the other thing that it might do is it might close that off, and then it's going to stop up your water. No, I don't know. That would work. So you could put a rock down there if you didn't have anything else, and of course you can find a liter bottle or just a small water bottle like this anywhere. Let me let my coffee cool off a minute. My coffee, but don't tip. And get enough coffee. There you go. It's easier to me to just punch a few holes in here. You use your knife or whatever, right, to do that. That's easier to me. The other thing is I need to smother this. Come on, baby. I've been having problems with this one. I think I need to get a new one. Not very much. There we go. I gave too many away last year. But so you could do it rock. And you could always just keep the lid so that if you had to, you could carry water in it. The first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the top to about where the edge is right here. And let's see. Ooh, that's nice and hot. Oh yeah. Take your knife, whatever kind of knife you have, and just go ahead, puncture one hole, just like that. Puncture your one hole, and then go ahead. And this knife's pretty sharp, so now some people, they completely cut this off, or you can leave it hanging or whatever. But here's you also, whoops, an emergency drinking cup, right? So now you have two things that you've just made out of just a bottle. You can also, put that back in there. There's a lot of ways that you can do this, but this is how I do it. The first thing that you're going to want is about a layer. You're going to do 1 to 2 inch layers, and it really depends on your terrain and everything like that. Of course, the ideal bottom layer is charcoal. You can use briquettes. You could use anything like that. You could, if maybe just the cinders from your the cinders, excuse me, from the fire that you just had. But what we're going to do is we're going to put, I got to collect up some weeds and stuff to put in there, and we'll get those. Be careful, buddy. Yeah. You want to say hi to everybody? Come over here and say hi. You're okay. Go over there and say hello. Come say. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Coffee. Be careful. I think this is still hot. Yep, it's still hot, but. So it's not difficult. It's finding the things that you need when you're out in a situation to make one of these, because you're not going to really want to carry a big old jug like this. But it's also a good idea in case there was a water situation at your home or whatever, to go ahead and save you some 2 liter bottles, cut, and go ahead and make you a few of them. A lot of people put string here to hold it up as well, so that they can fill that up and hold it in place. I'm going to do just a basic one, and then this is going to sit on top of a 5-gallon bucket, and I'm going to pour the nasty water through here. It'll go through the filtration system, and it'll come out in my 5-gallon bucket or my bucket. Ain't that right, Tom? Huh? Here, say hello to the good people. You see them? Yeah. Now it's hot. Stay away from it. It's hot, buddy. It's hot. It is hot. It is hot, man. Okay, I gotta drink my coffee. I gotta drink my coffee. There's a boogeyman behind me. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Tom? Let's get some rocks. Let's get some rocks and put in here. Put some rocks in. Yeah. So I'm just gonna pick up some of the rocks off the ground, drop them right into there. Um, that's one thing in the Ozarks that you should not have a hard time making a filter, because we got rocks. We got lots and lots of rocks, don't we, Tom? We got lots of rocks. We do. Find me some rocks, buddy. Yeah. And it doesn't really matter what size or anything like that. Just drop them in. Don't make it harder than it should be. That's my main thing. Keep it simple. I try not to get a bunch of rock, an inch of sand. You could use a coffee filter. It doesn't really matter what you put in it. It matters that you're able to do it. And then I'm going to put some sand, and then I'm going to put another layer of rock, and then I'm going to put some charcoal in it. I'm just going to mix it up so that I have rock, sand, rock, sand, rock, sand. And then when it comes out of here, I make another one that's going to run completely just through charcoal. And like I said, everybody does it different. If you only had one available, oh, Tommy, if you only had one available to you, then you'd want to start with charcoal down here, because charcoal's going to get it down to the finest. Sand's going to really hold stuff. Rock and grass, this grass behind me, I'm going to cut some of that, and I'm going to squish it up, and I'm going to put it in the top of there, because that's going to also be a barrier for the water as it goes through. So that's really important. So I'm just going to keep adding some rock. Trying to find smaller ones, but honestly, you got to use whatever you have available to you and just keep layering it. Yeah, I'm trying to sit here and be nice and comfy, and put another layer just like that. And now I'm going to go and get some. I'm going to go and get some of that as soon as I drink some coffee here. Careful, Tom. You'll knock over the camera. Knock it off. Careful, buddy. Oh. If you have moss available to you, that's what I would use as the grass layers. I'd use moss. We don't really have a lot of moss here. We have a little bit, but to even find a chunk of it would probably take me hours and hours to find a chunk of moss. So, it's just something to think about if you want to do it that way. That's simple. That one, the fluff on it. So I really didn't want to use the fluff. That's why I cut it in half. Then you just want to take those, just fold them up like that. You could use straw. You can use whatever, grass. I wouldn't suggest leaves. I would suggest something more bulky, like this grass behind me. Then you're going to put that layer in, and you're just going to keep doing it. Some people fill them all the way to the top. Some people don't. I think in an emergency situation, you'd want to fill it to about right here, which I'll do because I'm going to add some more rocks and stuff. And then I'm going to go up to the house, to the cabin, and I'm going to set it up so y'all can see it completely set up. And then onto the closest water source to me to get water. And it's downright disgusting. But if we have to drink it, we have to drink it. Ain't that right, Tom? Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So if we have to drink it, we have to drink it. What a beautiful night. Dragonflies, where you going? I'm like, to the forest. To the forest, huh, Tommy? I didn't think you would follow me this far down here. Yeah. Let's see what Tommy's gonna do. What you gonna do, Tom? Huh? What you gonna do? It is a beautiful night. Hey, get out of my stuff, man. I know. So I definitely would keep this because, like, really, if you need it as a scoop, you could use it as a scoop. If you even with coffee, after the coffee cools down a bit, and say you want to share coffee with somebody, you could do it. Right? You could do it. I think people don't give themselves enough credit what they can do, and they always think about what they can't do. We can do a lot. We can do a lot more than we give ourselves credit for. That's for sure. And that's another reason to carry a bandana. Because if you had a bandana and you needed to collect up rocks or whatever, you can make this into your own little personal sack to carry stuff. Just do a triangular fold. This is how I do it. Triangular fold, kind of like how you would with just a bandana, like if you're going to wear it on your head, except you come in to the third way. So you'd have it like this, and then you're going to bring this one over and do the same thing and tie a knot in it. Some of the things that I think that people get hooked up on is what kind of gadgets I should buy. I'll tell you what to buy. A bunch of bandanas. Cheap, easy, and it's a great prep. It's a great thing to have with you in case of an emergency. Hey, the sun's going down because there's your little handy dandy threefold, right? Tucked in, and that gives you a holding sack. Easy. Look at that sunset, y'all. Look at that sunset. Let's look. Let's watch the sunset. Then well, I guess that's that. I guess there goes my demo because he won't get the heck off me. Oh, me and my cat. Come on, buddy. Jump down. Hurry. Hey, jump down off there. Dang it, Tommy. You're making my life. There he goes. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm your human. I'm your human. I'm your human. I am your human fudge. Like, seriously. Between you and Willow, I don't get no peace. I go inside, I got Willow. I go outside, I got Tommy. Whoa. What a nice night to just hang out. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing a demo. Instead, I'm hanging out with the cat. Go figure, right? You are a... I was trying to let y'all watch the sunset, but this cat, he's gonna knock the tripod over. Oh, only this cat. Oh, look at all that acorns and walnuts falling. Mostly acorns, I think. All the leaves falling. It is beautiful out here. So if you're not in a rocky situation, then you'd have some other things to think about, like what could you use for the substance of the filter. But it's not that difficult. There's something. There'll definitely be something you can use. Because everybody's terrain's different, that's the big thing. This has turned from a demo of water purification to me and Tommy hanging out in the forest. So I hope you're enjoying yourself. I will finish the demo, y'all. I will finish the demo. Just easy, just get some rocks. Small rocks, not big, massive rocks, because it's not, and this isn't going to, this is going to help clean the water, not purify it. And that's why after you do this part, then you're going to want to turn around and boil it out. And I'll show that part too. I'm going to show the whole thing. This is kind of like this is the after party. I'll show the demo completely. Then you can see the after stuff of Tommy jumping on my lap and all that good stuff. What do you think, Tom? Check him out, y'all. He's the same as freaking Willow was when I first got Willow. She was a rescue cat. He's a rescue cat. And I should just say feral. They're just feral cats. And they just happen to stumble upon us, and then they don't want to leave. Do you? No. Yeah. You don't want to leave. Should we go back up to the cabin? You ready to go? Huh? We can go back up to the cabin. I like sitting out here. It's definitely a good place to think. And it's a good place to get away. Check that out, y'all. Look at that. Can y'all see down there? Look at that. So this is at the very edge of our property, and it pretty much goes straight downhill. I have walked through there, and I'll tell you what, down at the very bottom, we do have a wet weather creek, mostly in the spring. I haven't been down there. My torn meniscus has been bothering me, but it is beautiful. It'd be cool if some deer ran up on us right now. Wouldn't that be cool? Check it out. Check out that sky. Wow. So for us, it's not hard to find rocks in any way, shape, or form. You can see that. This is This is headed back to the cabin. Come on, buddy. So I'm going to stop right here. I'm just going to collect up some rocks so that I have some extra rocks with me so I can show you all how to make a couple filters. Hey, oh, a lot of acorns. Let's go, Diddle. Come on, Tom. Let's go. Don't walk right in front of me, man. Let's go. He knows the way. Let's go. Take me home. Let's go. Take me home. Let's go. It's time to light that baby up. Have a fire. Come on, Tommy. Well, I lied, folks. Look at that. See what I just found? A piece of moss. So hold on. Nice chunk of moss. See it? Nice chunk of moss, y'all, that I just found. So I'm going to put that in my bucket. Here's another piece. We're going to add that. All right. so now I got everything up here that I collected earlier with y'all. And so I'm going to show the proper way that I prefer to do it. So I did use a rock in the bottom, but I already see a problem with it because it's sticking and you don't want that to stick. So we're gonna punch a hole. We're gonna punch a hole into the to the lid. But I already see a problem with it because it's sticking and you don't want that to stick. So we're gonna punch a hole. We're gonna punch a hole into the to the lid. So let's get busy. So I got 3 really good holes going through it here. And that's all you really want. And I'm going to make them a little bigger just by going back and forth in the holes. Kind of turning it just like so. That should be more than sufficient to let that water through. All right. So then you're going to take your bottle and your bottom layer. We're going to put that lid on there. Just like that. And this is the sand I collected while I was out there. So we're going to pour it in because I want to do thicker layers. So that gives me about a, I don't know, inch and a half layer, right? Then the rocks. Well, yeah, then I'm going to do the rocks. Because I got this moss too. So I'm going to do the rocks. Fill it up with the rocks. You don't want the rocks to be, I think those are a little too big, those right there. You don't want them to be too huge. Then I'm going to put my smaller rocks on the top. There's a couple leaves. I'm going to pull those out. I don't really like leaves being in it. Then I found the moss. And now I'm going to do this part first. The grass. Nope. Changed my mind. There's so many ways to do it, folks. It's really what you prefer. As long as you have layers, then you're going to stick your grass in there like so. Then what we're going to do is I have one layer here still of some sand and rocks, and I'm just going to put that across the top of it, just like so. I don't like to waste stuff. And then I'll put that sand in there, shake it around a little bit. I'm going to set that there, and we're going to go down and we're going to collect the water for this. And the water is super nasty, super nasty, folks. So there's that. I'm going to set it aside, and then we're going to take a trip down to the pond to collect the water.
If there is something we need, it's a leap of faith. A step away from the comfort zone and be a little brave. So take a look around you. How far can you see? How far do you think you can run? Standing on your knees. It's a beautiful world out there. Just don't pass on the dare. If you have the will and a moment to spare, it's a beautiful world out there. It's a beautiful world out there.
All right, everybody, make sure that you go vote for tonight's live stream. If I don't get 30 votes, I'm not having a live stream. How about those apples? So go vote on the community page. Vote if you want to have trivia, if you want us to talk about current events, or if you just think we should just get together and play it by ear. But I put a lot of work into the trivia, so I don't want to have trivia if everybody's just going to be talking about news. There's no reason to have trivia then, right? I am going to be tapping trees. I'm going to be doing a lot of demos, Lenora, because OTWP Off the Wall Prepper got taken down, and I was in the middle of those demos. I had been doing demo after demo after demo, so I want to bring the demos back to this channel, pick up where I left off, and there's a lot of new ones that I'm working on right now. A lot of water, fire. I got some cool fire stuff to show y'all. Oh, I got some cool fire. But I can't even do my fireball trick anymore because I think the old TubiTube will give me a strike over that because that's dangerous. Maybe if I have a certification in fire, maybe I do have a certification in fire. But anyway, y'all, I don't know what happened to the music at the end of that that I put back together, but it turned out pretty good. Some extra tips. I'm also going to be putting those checkoff lists back on the community page. I think they're really important, and y'all, we might see some things this coming week. I never call dates, but I did call a date between March 8th and March 12th that there was going to be something with the banking system. And, well, I really don't like that I got the date right. But there's a lot of things going on. And I'm wondering, I know there's not many of you left on here because you thought it was over, but I'm wondering, folks, think about this. Is this the great setup to go into the CBDC? Because, see, if the banks fell, right, then people would be more willing to go with this new CBDC, which to me makes no sense because if the banks fell and the FDIC has to drag them out of it, then that shows that the banking system is not in good shape whatsoever. So why would we want to trust the CBDC? That's my take on it. I think that I was looking at the pictures of these guys that were standing outside of the bank that failed. And it was really funny to me that they all had smirks on their face and laughing. It brings me back to Dragonfly's daughter. And I believe it was a prophecy that she told us 3 years ago, over 3 years ago. She said that she's seen all those bankers sitting in the back room with big old cigars, laughing and money flying in the air. And I will never forget when she came to this cabin and told us that story because it gave me shivers in my arm. And I was like, wow, Tracy, what's up? uh, so this makes me wonder, like, really, what is the big plan? Because also, think about it. Maybe they're just panicking the common people like me and you to go grab our money. Then they crash all of it and they roll in the CBDC and we're standing with money that isn't worth diddle. And then because of the sheeple type mentality, we've crashed our own system. This is just my take on it. I think that there's something really really sinister going on, really sinister going on. And of course, I think that, and I've thought that for a long time. But thank you, Little Boots, for dropping all the links. You rocked it today. Thank you so much. We will see, but I would definitely say to have a little stockpile of some cash. And honestly, folks, I don't know if it's all going to go haywire or not. None of us know. But if it goes haywire and you can't get to your money, at least if you have some in your hand, you could go out and use it before it completely collapses. And you'd probably have about 24 hours, if not less, because people will raid the grocery stores. People will go ballistic. I'm waiting for the next step of this puzzle, and I think one of the next steps is they're going to start cutting people off from free telephones, subsidized electric, subsidized housing, EBT, WIC, because we're seeing all these things roll out. And when they do that, they're going to have people in this country that have gotten lazy. I'm not saying everybody's lazy that's on welfare, okay? But it has become a generational thing. It generation after generation use food stamps, use these free things because they can. I know, and I don't judge anybody, but I personally know a lady in Nebraska that keeps having baby after baby after baby, and I'm not kidding y'all. I think, what is she up to? Six? Is she up to six kids? I think six, maybe seven by this time. Every time one of them gets to the 18-year-old point, she has another one. And why? Because she gets a townhouse for $35 a month. She gets free electric. She goes and she has played the system out to the max. And I think with the way Americans have become like this generational thing of playing out the system, all it's going to do is wreak havoc, and the havoc is coming. Good morning, copycat. Y'all, I was going to have a faith get together this morning, and I worked a 12-hour day yesterday. I don't ever want to do it again. I worked from 8 in the morning. Well, actually, I worked a 13-hour day. 8 in the morning. I didn't get off till 9:30 last night. It was a long day. I went. I had a cup of tea and I went straight to bed and I was knocked out. And then the time changed and I woke up and I was like, well, there goes Faith Get Together. But yeah, it was a long, long day, and I did it because I needed to do it. But um, the cool thing is now starting this week, I got to pick my schedule, and now I'm going to a 4-day work week, 3 days off, and I'm really excited about it. And yeah, that's what I was thinking, Lenora. I was wiped the heck out. I was wiped out. Dragonflies knew the last hour. I was just like, it was, yeah, it was a long freaking day. And thank God for coffee and but to have a 4-day work week, I'm very excited. This company, y'all, I can't even speak high enough about them. Such camaraderie. It reminds me of when I was in the military, and the teamwork, and everybody stepping to the plate to help each other, and that's why I stepped up. Um, I'm very excited about it. We have a big award ceremony the second week of April, and my name is on the list. So my name is on the good list to get my promotion. And with promotion comes more flexibility, more income, all these good things. And my benefits are getting ready to kick in. So good things are coming. And we all got to stay centered and focused, because sometimes, I felt like when I left corporate America that I really never wanted to work for no one again. And this company found me. And talk about a blessing, y'all. It's right down my line. We're dealing with nutritional supplements, water tablets, cistern systems, water systems, even animals, even getting animals to people all over the world. So not only can they feed one family, but it's actually teaching them the skills of how to raise those animals. I'm like just ecstatic, because this goes line in line with Off the Wall Prepper, with all the things that mean something to me. And this has been such a blessing. I was really, my heart was a little heavy between getting Off the Wall Prepper taken down, leaving corporate America, a job I really enjoyed, and all the travels we did, Copycat, on the lakes and the rivers. But guess what? OTWP is going to start doing a series that's fishing and camping, and I'm going to take you all over the state of Missouri, down into Arkansas, up into Nebraska. We're going to be traveling all over the place this spring and summer when I have my 3-day weekends, and we're going to be enjoying it, and I hope that y'all will come along, as you can watch them. I'm really excited about everything that's happening. And also, I was really distraught and upset about Off the Wall Prepper, but then I looked at it as a new opportunity to be OTWP in the now. OTWP in the now. And that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing, y'all. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to play one song on the way out. It is usually our faith get together, and I'm going to keep lifting everybody up in prayers, thoughts, light, and love and hope. And you all do the same. Keep sending prayers for Beth's brother Bob and for Beth D. I don't know if she's still in the chat, but keep lifting them up and lift up your brothers and sisters, folks. It's all about community. Until I see you tonight, go vote. If I don't get 20 to 30 votes for a live stream tonight, I will not have a live stream. I want to do trivia, but I want enough people to vote for trivia to have it. If everybody's going to be distraught, then we'll talk about current events and some just down to earth. But if you want to have trivia tonight, go vote in the community page. And I hope to see y'all tonight at 7 p.m. Central, but I need some votes. And because otherwise I'm just going to spend time doing projects that I need to get done around here, which I have a big one. I have a huge project sitting right here to the side of me. But everybody, God bless you. Thanks for all the new members. Thank you for the super chats and the stickers. And let's take it out with a little light, love, and hope, because y'all, we know we have good things coming. And we just got to keep walking in faith, light, love, and hope, because by His grace, we are saved. And that's really important to remember, and be humble. And no matter what comes at you, don't get upset. Don't get distraught. Just keep doing the legwork. It'll work out. It'll work out if you have faith. Till I see you tonight, I hope. Go vote.
I have walked through the darkest valley. I was lost, couldn't find my way. But then I heard Him from within, He who died for my sins. He spoke my name, then I saw His face. Yes, I've seen His eternal glory. I felt His hand when I was astray. I never knew until then what His love truly meant. I was lost, but now I'm found by His grace. By His grace. His grace, I've been saved by the grace of my Lord. By His grace, I've been saved by the grace of my Lord. He is the Lamb and He is the